Go.
Hello everybody, welcome to another episode of The Alternative Chef on YouTube. Tonight we are on the big island of Hawaii, and I'm going to be making sake marinated coconut shrimp. This is one of my favorite appetizers to make. I just want to warn you, it is a little bit time consuming and a little bit messy, so I'm also going to be making a Mai Tai to sip on while I do this. Let's go ahead and get going here. I have got about 30 to 35 large tiger shrimp. I have cleaned them, shelled them, and deveined them, and I'm going to marinate them in sake and in soy sauce. I've got one small bottle of sake, and what I'm going to do is just pour that whole thing right inside this bag. This is a 1 gallon Ziploc baggie, and you want to make sure there's just enough sake to just sort of cover or submerge all of the shrimp in there, okay? The next thing we're going to do is we're going to add about 2 or 3 tablespoons of some good soy sauce. So let's do that. I'm going to just kind of eyeball it here. Pour that right in there like that. Okay, maybe a little bit more. There we go. Okay. So you want to get the air out of this. Kind of squeeze the air out and then just Ziploc it up just like that. And then what you want to do is kind of massage that shrimp around in the bag just like that. And we're going to marinate that for about an hour to 2 hours in the refrigerator. So I'm going to be bringing that into the kitchen in just a minute here. But before I do, we're going to make a Mai Tai. Okay? This is a traditional style Hawaiian Mai Tai. And I'm going to show you how to do it. I've kind of tweaked it just a little bit. What you want to do first, fill your glass with ice. Good ice in there. Fill the glass totally to the top with ice. And I'm going to be adding about, 4 different kinds of rum. Okay, the first kind of rum is just some regular white rum. Alright, some Bacardi rum. Maybe about a good shot of that. That's good. And then we're going to be adding about, let's see here, Trader Vic's dark rum. I'm going to be adding just about 1 shot of that right into there, just like that. Alright. I'm also going to be adding 1 little capful of some coconut rum, just to give it a little bit of creamy coconut flavor. You don't want to use too much of this. Mai Tais don't generally call for coconut rum, so you don't want to use too much of it. Just a little capful right in there like that. Okay, so the next kind of, we're going to also add some orange liqueur. This is just regular triple sec. You can use Grand Marnier or Cointreau if you want to, but any kind of orange liqueur works just fine. So we're going to be adding just a little splash of that right on the top, just like that. Now, the difference between a traditional Hawaiian Mai Tai and a regular Mai Tai that you might get back home in the 48 states is that they don't use passion fruit back home. They use orange juice, or sometimes they use grenadine and other stuff. We're not using any of that today. A lot of people back home don't even know what a passion fruit is. This is a passion fruit. This is not ripe yet. They usually turn yellow and they fall off the vine, and they actually grow right here on the property. And so this is a not ripe passion fruit, or lilikoi as they call it here in Hawaii. Okay, back to the Mai Tai. We're going to actually add some pineapple juice on here. I'll swirl that around. Dump a good hit of pineapple juice. And the thing about the lilikoi or the passion fruit is that it's not really in season right now. So what we've done over the last few months is picked it off the vines and juiced it and put it into this gallon container. And we're going to pour a good hit of passion fruit on there. I love passion fruit. It's much more tart than things like orange juice and other tropical juices that you might want to use in tropical style drinks. So I love passion fruit, and I drink this over ice in the morning. It's great, but it's really good in a Mai Tai. Okay, the next thing we're going to do is we're going to toss this. I'm just going to I don't have my shaker here, so I'm just going to toss this in here like that, and then pour it back into the glass. Just like that, and then we are going to top this off with some good dark Myers rum, my favorite. I love Myers. And we're going to top that off right on there like that. I love the golden color of a Mai Tai. It's just delicious. And we're going to also add some fresh squeezed lime. I'm going to squeeze one whole lime in there like that. And then I'm going to squeeze another one in there. I'm going to drop the whole lime right in there like that, okay? And that is it, folks. I've got the shrimp marinating in sake and soy sauce. I've got myself a Mai Tai. This one's actually just for show. I'm going to take a sip off it anyways. Delicious. Okay, so we've got our Mai Tai going. That's going to help me with the mess in the kitchen thing. So, okay, when I come back, we will be in the kitchen. We're actually going to have an assembly line of, with the shrimp, we're going to dunk it in some cornstarch. Then we're going to put it in some egg, and then roll it in some unsweetened coconut flakes. And then we're going to fry it in some peanut oil, and it is delicious, and it's that easy. And I need to get this into the refrigerator, folks. Once again, for about 1 to 2 hours, marinating in the sake. And every time you think about it, just kind of massage the shrimp around. You want to get that nice and marinated in there. And when I come back, we're going to head for the kitchen, and get that shrimp going. Thank you for watching. I will be back in a couple hours, and I'll see you in the kitchen.